How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. We have some great college football news to get to, including Nick Saban saying that a spring season would essentially be a JV season, Minnesota quarterback Tanner Morgan backing the Big Ten's decision to postpone the season, and one of the top players in the country's father going to speak with the Big Ten commissioner later this week. All that today on 4th and 10. Now let's go for it. Before I get started with today's video, I just want to remind everyone that I do a college football podcast every week, and it's live on my YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be doing a complete Big 12 preview. Next week we're going to be previewing the SEC, and the following week we're going to be doing the ACC. Again, that's at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, so if you're able to tune in and interact, we'd love to see you there. Alright, now let's get to the news. Alabama coach Nick Saban questioned the idea of a spring football season during his appearance on ESPN's Get Up on Tuesday, asking whether or not pro prospects would even consider participating.
I actually hate it for the players who won't get the opportunity to play and compete, create value for themselves, because I think one of the real consequences of this is, if you're a junior or senior and you have an NFL grade, are you going to play in the spring? Or is that going to become sort of a JV season with a lot of these juniors and seniors opting out and not playing their senior year, which, is sort of something that they'll probably miss for a long time. So I'm in no way judging what anybody's trying to do or not do, but, our medical experts here thought that we could try to do this, create a safe environment, and see if we can play, and I think that's what we're doing, and I think they've done a wonderful job of that.
Now, if you guys listened to my podcast last week, which again, by the way, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go and do so, I went off on the idea of playing a college football season in the spring, and Nick Saban is completely right on this. First off, if you're a junior or a senior that has any hopes of going to the NFL, I have no idea why you would even consider playing. It just makes no sense. Playing a season and then immediately having to do the NFL Combine and then begin practicing with an NFL team to prepare for a season that begins in September, that's just way too short of a turnaround. But even if you're not going into the NFL, it's simply not even safe. Are you telling me you're going to play a 10-game season from March through early May and then have a brand new season just a few months later? What happens if a player gets injured in, let's say, April, and then all of a sudden, not only are they out for the rest of that season, they're out for the following season as well. Personally, I just don't like the idea at all. I think it's really stupid, and I don't think it's a smart decision by college football at all, having a season in the spring. Not to mention, are you going to have two separate playoffs? You're going to have two separate AP polls? How's that all going to work? I think the only thing you can really decide is a conference champion. I think that you either need to all try and play in the fall, or simply don't even play at all. Shaun Wade is likely going to be a first-round pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. He's arguably the best cornerback in the entire country. His father, Randy Wade, and other parents of Big Ten college football players want answers about why the Big Ten postponed the fall season so early. So, they're going to go directly to the source. Randy is planning to visit Big Ten headquarters in Illinois on Friday morning. He's flying to Chicago on Thursday from Florida and expects other parents of Big Ten players to join him and seek specifics from League Commissioner Kevin Warren. Here's what Wade told ESPN on Tuesday. How many petitions must there be for the Big Ten to actually look into this? We only have a certain amount of time to correct this, so we need to come together and show more unity and just make them uncomfortable. Make them come out of their shells and give us some answers to some questions, and hopefully rewind back and open things back up. As I mentioned in my video the other day, parents of players from Ohio State, Iowa, Nebraska, Penn State, and other schools recently have written letters to Warren asking for details about the league's decision to postpone the season. Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields started a petition on Sunday that has received more than 275,000 signatures. The Big Ten is aware of the petition and the letters, but have yet to publicly comment or meet with players or parents. A week ago today, the Big Ten became the first Power 5 conference to officially postpone fall sports because of health concerns around the coronavirus pandemic. Why so early, Wade said. This is what we're going to be talking about up there. We're getting advancements in technology by the day. Why so early? Why so quick to give up on the Big Ten and these kids' dreams? Wade said that university presidents, athletic directors, and coaches ultimately have a duty to support the Big Ten. adding that players and parents are the only ones who can truly enact change. Ohio State coach Ryan Day and his staff have publicly supported Fields' petition and the parent letter to the Big Ten, pledging to keep fighting for a fall season. Wade also said that he and other parents are open to revisiting a liability waiver for schools, which drew sharp criticism from politicians and the NCAA. Ohio State in June had athletes sign a Buckeye pledge before resuming voluntary workouts. Okay, if that's the only thing you're concerned about, let us sign a waiver. That's simple. The NCAA retract what they said and let us sign a waiver. Wade posted on Twitter his itinerary for the trip to the Big Ten headquarters. He said he hopes Warren speaks to the parents before he has to travel. If not, he will show up at Warren's office with others. There's a lot of power in numbers. I'm hoping we can react and get up there and stir it up and make a change. Hopefully. I'm hoping Warren reacts before Friday and says some things that satisfies us. That's my hope. We've got to put the pressure on to keep fighting. I know there's more important things going on in the world right now, but this is important to these kids. As we've seen from Justin Fields and a lot of other players, they want to play. As we've seen from a lot of these parents, they want their children to play. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens on Friday, if anything happens at all. As I said in my other video the other day about Justin Fields and his petition, I hope this gains some traction and they're able to save the Big Ten season. If the players want to play, let them play. Speaking of letting them play, Minnesota quarterback Tanner Morgan was okay with the Big Ten season being canceled. Morgan said his first reaction to hearing he wouldn't be playing football this fall was sadness at not being able to do something he has loved since the age of 6. But he said exactly what Gophers head coach PJ Fleck said last week, but the players believe the Big Ten made the right call. Everybody involved from our side of the University of Minnesota and the Big Ten, they did what was right. The Big Ten did what they thought was best for player health and safety, and I commend them for being the first conference that actually put player health and safety first. With so many people against the Big Ten's decision, Morgan is one of the bigger names to come out and publicly say he supports the decision to postpone the season. ESPN reported several players have signed the petition, including Gophers cornerback Benjamin St. Juste, one of the co-presidents of the College Athlete Unity. That group organized the Big Ten United open letter that asked for better safety precautions before playing during the coronavirus pandemic. Morgan said he supports players who are speaking out about racial injustice, wanting to play for health and safety reasons, and other issues. I think it's phenomenal that student athletes are using their voice and understanding that they have a really big platform to create positive change in our country and across college athletics. And I'm really proud of the student athletes that are doing that, honestly. So whatever comes next, a spring football or no football until the fall of 2021, Morgan's only aim is to make the most of this moment. It's just about how we can get better, how we're going to grow, and how we're going to make the most out of this time, this opportunity. Well, that wraps it up for today's episode. What are your thoughts on everything I've discussed today? Drop a comment down below and let me know. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're brand new to the channel and love college football. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'll be doing a complete Big 12 preview on my podcast tonight, live on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to see everyone there, that way we can interact with you and just talk some college football. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.